Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
Sorry about not streaming yesterday. My throat was not feeling great, and I figured maybe talking for several hours straight was not the best plan. This is wet because I just took a shower, and I am hairy. I just saw that. I'm like, oh, okay. Where is that? Yeah. So, yes, today we're going to try to do that temple, and we'll see how it goes. I think we established that there's guaranteed to be a leech in there. Is that what we established? That somewhere in this dungeon there's going to be a leech? And that my life is going to be pain? Yep, we're going to get this on the first try. No problem whatsoever. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. So, we've definitely given that madness is like preset now, given that everything is preset, we actually have made a huge error in coming to Emerald Island first. If we were going to be doing like things in a normal playthrough fashion, like, I can't really cheese my way through Emerald Island, you know what I mean? Like, I can't leave Emerald Island, so I'm gonna have some trouble here, okay, is what I'm saying. We're gonna be struggling a bit. We have 3 saves. I've just aggroed every single critter over there. It's so crazy having a wizard eye. Okay, that's not bosses. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for this run in terms of, like, what are the rules going to be? I don't really know. I'm assuming that this is going to be too difficult for me to maintain without changing up the rules, but I don't know what that is going to entail. I just don't. So I think we try to clear through these. The rule is that we'll have no deaths as usual. No canonical deaths. All deaths are in fact going to be fiction. I would certainly hope. I would certainly hope. Would not be optimal to die on camera, but you know, would not be optimal to die, period. Okay. Whew. We are in fact cooking. We are cooking. Since yesterday? No, I haven't restarted since yesterday. Oh shit. Why are you aggroing like this? I just reloaded my test save that's outside of here. So we have a leech in this dungeon somewhere. What are you? We've had really good luck in this first couple of hacks. This first couple of packs, no problem. It's been not a single top tier. So far. Let's see if this is a boss. Sure ain't. Sure ain't. Let's see if these two have a boss in them. Any poison will likely kill me. That is the lead. Oh god. Fuck. Okay, that's very funny. If we had saved, we would have a save right before the leech. Because I think we can save in the back here once we kill the bats. I don't think we need to kill pretty much anything at all. I'm gonna check. I went too far forward here. I'm probably gonna die. Please. Thank you. Please? Please? Stop missing? Jesus Christ. I can't believe I died to that. That's embarrassing. That's real fucking embarrassing. I'm actually going to do one thing quick. Is there any food lying around that I could grab? It's embarrassing having one hit away from death, you know? Okay, so... 6... Yeah, I'll bet. I'll bet. Okay. I don't think there's any food around that I can pick up. Why did I feel like I picked up food earlier? I'm gonna reload. Not one of them has Symphony of the Night? That's crazy. Well, I mean, if you're a ranged party, and the other thing to bear in mind is that when I'm, you know, playing this kind of stuff, I'm dying over and over again, and I just, you know, keep going, right? Come on. Okay, so the first one's dead. I don't think we kill you, but with only one person up to do damage. A lot of it is just
Come on, let's go in.
patience, which I have not been exhibiting an exceptional amount of right now. How about we aggro some but not all of the bats? How do we feel about that strategy? Yeah, adamantites are really rough until you get more of a damage base to build off of. No, I pretty much pulled all of them. Okay. I'm trying to think of when I want to do my saves. I do want to do my first save after... Did they get locked in? No. Okay. We got a dagger that we are incapable of using ever. We got boots that we're incapable of using ever. It's pretty top tier. This time I'm going to probably try to pull them back a bit further. Assuming I can pull any of them? Hello? Hello? Am I going to pull back further? Yes, I am. I'm going to pull back here. I can't believe there was a leech in that pack. as like the very last creature that I pulled. Is this the leech again? It is. I wonder if the leech is going to be consistently in this pack, actually.
Looks like it's up to me.
Yeah, I didn't get a gander at how close to dead it was. Unfortunate. Okay.
Come on, let's go in.
I wonder if it's always going to be a leech rat. Oh, shit. If it's always a leech rat, there's only so many places it can be.
I require assistance.
There's no places to really get them truly stuck in here. Like, sometimes they'll get partially stuck for a while. Okay, this is good. This is usable.
We could sell it.
Plus 23 max HP. Tossing that over on you. I'm sure it'll work out fine. What's the worst that could happen? You know, we do have quite a few Widow Weep's berries. Do we use those to get our food back? I got 2. Okay, neither of these is a thing. But yeah, I'm not sure how the spawns work. That is the leech again, isn't it? It is. Okay. So, I cannot believe I just fully whiffed that many attacks. I whiffed like 5 attacks. Like, in one attack chain, I whiffed 5 attacks. This leech is going to be a problem. However, I think this leech might consistently show up there. I might be able to get past the leech and pull it to a different location where I can work with it. The thing about bats, they have extraordinarily fast attack speed. I don't have regen on the healers, we just lost. Let's load before the death doesn't count. Let's see. That's rough.
Come on, let's go in.
The nice thing about Toxic Cloud is that you can just fire indirectly. So if you can find a safe position, you can really just get a lot done before the fight starts. Well, good luck. Well, in that case, you know exactly how it is that people manage to do madness. In that case, you know exactly how that happens. So, what if I just went this way? If I just went this way, I'd aggro all of you. Are any of you the boss? somehow not. Okay. That's madness. I should do a run where I do actually have to just like brute force everything. That could be kind of fun to do. Where like the cheese that I'm doing is all cheese that like is using the tools that the game gives you to deal with fights, as opposed to like, you know, like, what if I started out and did all of the free quests first, so that I was level 30 when the game started, right? Like, that's a thing I could do. And then these don't scale. We've got horizontal scaling for madness, so like, could get a huge amount of work done doing that. Well, not even in like intended versus unintended ways, so much as like there's a difference between playing the game like an action game, which is how I play the game. You know what might be fun actually at some point is to do a run where I force myself to play in turn-based mode. Forcing myself to not play this as an action game and to just play it as a turn-based RPG would drastically change the way that I approach just about everything in the game. It would be functionally like a completely new game. I'm dead.
Like it's up to me.
Yeah, Dragon is going to be surprisingly difficult to solo because they don't get access to like any healing. Like they can't really heal themselves very effectively. The classes that are going to be really good at soloing are the classes that have a lot of self-sustain and a lot of utility. I think Death Knight might be okay for it because they have AoEs, they have lifesteal, and they're pretty tanky and robust. So I would think the Death Knight would be pretty decent, but they don't have a huge amount of the utility spells. Shamans might be pretty good, but they're pretty squishy. So I feel like it would depend on how far ahead of the enemies you could get, like how much ahead of the power curve you can get by having 5 times as much EXP, and whether that's enough to overcome the more, you know, squishy nature of a shaman. I don't really know. I'm not really a big like soloist. I like the way that party dynamics work together. So like, I don't have a healer. The fact that it didn't occur to me that I need someone who can cast healing spells who has the regeneration skill. That's a problem. I wonder if I should have invested in... Well, the reason that I invested into weaponry is because I thought that I needed to for the dragon, and then the dragon had no HP. So... Weapons are good, but the thing is that I don't get that much extra damage out of boosting my weapon skill at the beginning. And, you know, weirdly enough, I might have been making a mistake doing that just anyway, because I think that Arms Master is probably worth more per point. No, it's only half a point of damage. So it's kind of up in the air. But it would definitely be more worth it to spread it between the two than to just invest deeply into the weapons. Because for 2 skill points, I'd be getting half a point of damage, which is way better than spending 7 skill points to get half a point of damage. Where if we assume that my average damage is about 50, I think I'm getting, what, like 2% per... Yeah, I'm getting 2% per, which means that I'm getting about that. Hey, Torchlight! Look at that! I already know that spell. Okay. We're 8% of the way through. Let's try to pull a less overwhelming number of spiders. If it pleases us. And it apparently does not. Oh, that's not... Okay, you know what? It does please us to not pull an overwhelming number of spiders, because those are rats. So, the number of spiders is probably not an overwhelming number. Now, the number of spiders combined with the number of rats may well be... Ooh, that's a problem. I can only heal once. But that is a character that has regen. They are the troll as well, so they can regen a lot. We'll see. We'll see! I need 6, so I'm not going to get there anytime soon. 32. One more tick. Okay, let's go get ourselves hit so that the death counts. There we go. Gotta get that death counter going up every time.
What lies ahead?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the regen to survive a single poison. I think we're at like 26 now, something like that. I don't think we're at 30 yet. I think we started at like 22 or 21 for today. Oh, we're at 30. We just hit 30. And I don't have any regen. Spear.
We could sell it.
That's pretty good.
It's of no use to me.
Did I not pick up the leather skill? Wow, what
We
a
could sell it.
frickin' noob.
It's worthless. It's worthless.
I'd love to identify that. Yeah, I don't remember what... I remember seeing 21, but I don't remember if I had 20 when I loaded up the save initially or not. Interesting. Do we... So, okay. When should we start considering using things like potions to keep me alive? When should we start cheating? Never. I feel like there's been a solid amount of demand for me to actually play the game. So we're getting actual pushback to me doing things the sensible way. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Please keep reinforcing my biases. We don't ever need to use consumables. That's fun. Okay, we're golden. We got something. Some critter. Okay. Now it is venomous, but it's not venomous, so we're fine. See, I'm telling you, rather than hoarding them for later, you could just hoard them for never. Right? Like, you could just make the decision that you're never going to use them, and then you just know that you're not going to use them. And do you hold on to them anyway? Yeah, because it's kind of a pain in the... It's a pain in the ass. I accepted this in my youth. I'm playing a new RPG that I'm enjoying. And it's been very funny because I've just been stockpiling so many consumables. I keep waiting to find, like, the place that I'm just going to sell them all so that I can buy some cool loot. That would be funny. I would not do it, but that would be funny. Like, let's be clear here. That would be like an all-archer run. That would be like doing the Save the Queen run, only more annoying. Speaking of which, I should do a Ma version of the Save the Queen run. I still haven't gotten around to it. I don't know why or where those are all stuck. Okay, I know where they're stuck. I still don't know why. So we're moving forward until we pull some of the critters from in there. It's a good way to handle suggestions. If you like what's currently on the table, and you don't want any new suggestions to work, just go with the suggestion you know will be immediately discounted. That's the way to do it. Look, did Scott Adams turn out to be a raging psychopath? Absolutely. But did he have a lot of workplace comedy that was very funny? Yes, he did. Now, did he write any of that, or was it all just, like, people telling him stories that happened in their workplace and him just making his characters do it? Actually questionable. Now that I think about it, he has openly admitted that a lot of his stories came from people writing about it. That is a sin. I'm insulted. You're fishing for a ban here, Ash. You're kidding. We're in ban territory. How dare you? Oh shit. Well, I'm in a wee bit of trouble here. Nope. Can't believe you're still alive, actually. Yes, we do now get Wizard Eye again, you're right. Whew. Whew, buddy. Alright, we're going to... run down over here, and hopefully we've cleared enough. We have enough to... Okay, we're going to heal up before we save. We've got this now. We have this on lock. We've got the first boss down. The second boss is right here. And we can pull this if we want, but we don't have a reason to do it yet.
I don't have the skill.
I don't have the skill for that, it turns out. I have 4 repair, which is not enough skill. That's concerning. Do I have any repair items? Holy shit! Did I pick up the... I didn't, right? Oh god. I didn't pick up the skill. Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, how many more am I going to pull from the back? At least 1. I'm shocked that that went as well as it did. I was fully expecting to die there. I don't think it does anything for casters, no. It's all just physical damage. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. And we aggroed another one over there. Okay, we're gonna get in here.
I require assistance.
Okay, I just realized that I went around this corner in a way that I could have pulled a bunch of extras, but that's fine. Okay. So it turns out that the bats are actually easier here than the rats. The rats, I think, are hanging out more closely to the pillars. They're harder to... it's harder to lose them, I think. This might be a famous last words kind of situation. I just don't play that way, right? Like, I don't play any game without applying a bunch of things to it. So what I default to is I basically try things out with the rule sets in play, and I come up with them on the fly, right? So when I'm starting up a new game that I've never played before, I default to no consumables. I'll drop the no consumables if it's the type of game where that's just not a thing. So, like, in the RPG that I'm playing right now, like, I've used consumables. I'm just avoiding them whenever possible. I just don't want to use them. But I have used them because otherwise it would just entail a bunch of RNG for some of the early fights where you don't have access to a character that can heal. Where you just have to, like, wait on the enemies to miss 4 or 5 times out of 10 attacks, and there's no other way to get through the fight, right? So what the rule set is will depend on the game, but what I do is I basically go as hard as possible into whatever nonsense I come up with, and then once I've done that, I'll pull back on it over time if I feel the need to. In some games that I'm very proficient in, I will just go really hard and I will not let up. But that is unwise. I think that this is a good place to there. Let's see. Leveling, waiting times. Well, I don't have any restrictions on leveling. What I'm probably not going to do the travel restrictions because it's just going to be way too annoying. The travel restrictions are something where I would like to come back and have this be a more relaxed run. I don't really want to spend a week doing like the rat temple, for instance, over and over again until I get a seed that's nice to me. I guess there won't be a seed that's nice to me. Well, no, it's only the bosses that are preset, so I can still get a seed that's nice to me. But, like, trying to, like, reload the rat temple until I get a nice seed, and also do it properly and get lucky in the dungeon to be able to get through them to get to the safe spot, things like that. Like, I don't really want to do that, so I don't know what rules I'm going to be breaking this run, but I know I'm going to be breaking some, and I know that there's probably going to be a lot of them, but I don't know which ones I'm going to break. I haven't really figured that out yet. I don't think this is going to be the, like, fully, like, I don't think I'm going to do this as, like, the fully just do whatever the hell I want run, right? Some people have been asking me to break with all of my deeply held beliefs and do a run where I just kind of let myself do whatever I want. Okay, we have both the healers down. We're reloading. And I don't know if this is going to be that run. It may well end up being that run, but I don't know. There isn't really any extra farming for me because one of the ways that I play the game is that I do absolutely everything. I kill every enemy. I'm not sure on maps. I'm not sure how I feel about doing a bunch of maps. Oh, right. I was looking for a different set of enemies than the one that is actually the next one on the list. Okay, we're going to pull back. And this worked really well last time. Let's pull back to here, because they kind of, like, leaked here slowly. This is a nice, clean spot to fight from. Oh, shit! Well, that's probably GG. Impossible without doing maps. That sounds like a challenge. We'll see. We'll see. People keep telling me things are impossible. And I keep telling them I don't believe you. And then sometimes they're right. But we don't need to acknowledge that right now, okay? Okay, we've got the clock. I was a bit annoyed with my previous run. I'm happy that we restarted that run because I do prefer for at least most of the reloads that I have to do to count on the death counter. Or to do none of them, right? To have like 0 deaths even when I fail, or to have all of them count, just because I want it. I like the extremes. The mix and match approach that I had that time was fun to do in the moment, but then created a record that I was not super happy with. I mean, we'll see, right? It kind of depends. It kind of depends. It doesn't... I don't... What is my actual, like, completion rate of a given run before I get bored and wander off? Bearing in mind... You do have to bear in mind, I'm going overseas in December. So... We'll see how things go. My intention is that I'm going to stream while I'm there. That's my intention. We'll see how that pans out. I've completed... I just finished a run. I just finished a run recently. Right? I finally finished the Doom run. Look, all we have to do is tell the Singapore government not to host the elections for a while. Yeah, I finished a Doom Mode run. Yeah, we finished oh, it was the caster run. The caster run we finished. Well, you're dead. I'm just gonna reload. Well, you know, I feel like there's a chance that you might be dead, friend. As the person who cannot regenerate. Yeah, we finished the caster run, and before that we finished one run of Might and Magic 6, and we finished one run of whatever the difficulty before Doom was, I think.
Yes.
I think you're dead, but... yeah, probably. Poison's expired! Turkey Vulture, let's go! Man, regen. Doing some work for me. Okay, we are going to wait until we have healed up completely, I think. We're going to potentially be dealing with a really nasty pull next, and I would prefer to not... There. Do I want... No, because it doesn't do as much damage as normal. Okay. I could, you know, I could try CCing with them. Like, I could slow enemies. That's a thing I could do. We're not going to do it for now. Okay. I feel like there's a decent chance... That's pretty rough. Not a big fan of that. They're not properly locked in, I don't think. I think they're going to unstick. I think before we start pulling the other ones over there,